Some of you may have got up this morning and noticed that you had a sign in your front yard that wasn't there when you went to sleep. Multiple reasons why we do the awards. These are the signs that will either are or will be placed in the front lawn of the projects that we're recognizing today. We do this for multiple reasons. It's not only to say thank you for the work that you've done and the investment that you've made, but also to maybe be a catalyst or inspiration to your neighbors for neighborhood revitalization. Some of the recipients of our awards today are in economically depressed areas, and so we want to try to improve all of Marshall, and this is one of the ways that we go about doing it. I want to encourage everyone to look at the boards and use your program. Go by, look at these other projects that other people have done. Maybe take a little tour, maybe 30 minutes or so. Drive around town and look at them. Also, at the front, when we finish the program, you'll see our plaque. You can apply for and receive local designation, much like the state does and the National Trust. There are people in this room that have these plaques affixed to their properties, and their properties have been recognized. So if you are interested, we'd love to talk to you about landmarking your properties. Adaptive reuse is our category that we use to recognize projects that were built. Say a building was built for one use and someone came in, they did a project on that particular building and it now serves a different use. So by definition, adaptive reuse. So I want to start with B&B Ballroom. We have someone here to accept the award, please. You guys are on this.
B&B Ballroom and everyone that's here, we thank you for the award.
And again, there's photographs on the board of these recipients with their addresses, so I encourage everyone to go by and look at these after the reception. The next award goes to Choices Barber and Beauty Shop. Pete?
And I'd just like to say on behalf of myself, my lovely wife, and the Choices Barber and Beauty Shop staff, we just like to say thank you for your recognition. Appreciate it.
We actually have two awards for kind of a symbiotic relationship. It's one of the first awards, and there's going to be several, that are located within Marshall's only designated historic district. That's the Donocchio Historic District. It's just north of downtown. For those of you who don't know, I'll be glad to take you down there. Immediately following our reception on the lawn, there'll be a reception in that district at the Coca-Cola building, the offices of Allen Loudermilk and Associates and Butler Construction. So this award for adaptive reuse is for the Coca-Cola building, Allen Loudermilk and Associates. Allen, if you'll come up and receive your certificate. And I know Alex is going to say a thing or two.
First came to Marshall to remind me of my upbringing in small towns in Indiana. And I came here and decided I just wanted to have a presence here. I met folks in the city and said, before I move here, I'd like to take on this project if I have the city's support and help me figure it out. And Bo,
And we said no.
Bo, Frank, and Mayor on down, they've all kept their word and welcomed me. There's so many people in the community that welcomed me. And when I took this on, who's also going to be recognized, Todd Butler. I don't think I could have done this project without somebody a lot smarter than me in how to renovate a building. So thank you all to the city for welcoming me, and thank you, Todd, for helping make this happen. So I hope you all stop by and see the progress and see the before and after photos. Thank you.
again, for that particular project, we'd like to recognize Todd Butler with Butler Construction. And just a sidebar is there's about 6 or 7 recipients that have utilized Butler Construction this year, and they're actually receiving recognition today as well. So, Todd, congratulations.
Thank you very much. We appreciate the opportunity to help Marshall. We love this town. Thank you very much.
The next Adaptive Reuse Award goes to Heritage Peacock Gallery and Coffee Shop. Eddie Watson, if you'll come up, please, and accept this award. It's been a long time. Congratulations. And y'all know he doesn't like to talk at all.
Thank you. Thank you. That's my wife. Thank you, Brent. Thank you for everything. Thank you all for supporting me and being around. I see some friendly faces over here, some people that I have loved in the last few years. Thank you all. Thank you.
When you talk about adaptive reuse, this next award is going to a family that really kind of took that to heart and really took a building that was an eyesore in town and made one of the most beautiful offices that I've been in and have had the opportunity to tour. So I'd like to recognize the Palmer family for their work on the law offices of Pinky and Palmer.
A couple of words or I'd get in trouble. This is the Palmer family building, but I'm thanking you on behalf of the Palmer family and the Hall family. It's one congregational meeting we have there, and it has been an adaptive use, and it's a use in progress, but we've enjoyed every minute of it, and we appreciated the help the city has given us and support all the way through the project. Thank you very much.
Again, just as a side note, there's some people in the room that have utilized some of the incentives that HLPB has been instrumental in putting into place. Some tax incentives and some general incentives to help people on these projects financially. So if you know someone who's interested and you haven't utilized those, you can call Pinky. He's worked through all those and he'll help you for free. Our next category is one that is very obvious to anyone who drives by one of these projects. It can also be one of the most labor-intensive projects. So we want to recognize the next recipients for exterior painting of a historic structure. The very first on the list is BNC Cleaners, Bob and Laura King.
We just appreciate the board's consideration. It's a work in progress, and there's more coming, but thank you so very much.
And thank you, Bob, for every time I come by there and say, hey, do you think you could do this? And you say yes. In the business of selling homes, we have the next category, or the next recipient for their paint job on their actual office. We've got Century 21 A Select and Brad Burris, if you can come up, please.
Thank you. I appreciate the board's consideration and appreciate the award and appreciate all the work that y'all do. Thank you.
One of the most visible houses is at 515 East Houston Street. I think a lot of people pass by it every day. Roy or Lacey, are you here? I didn't see them come in. I wasn't sure if they were here. It's the big Victorian with kind of a turret on the front, and it's now painted a dark gray. It's at 515 East Houston. If you have a chance to go by and look, they just completed their job. Relative newcomers to town and just been off a huge project and made huge strides in their project. We'd like to recognize the Fryberry with Marshall Jocelyn and Jerry Ray. If you'll please come up and accept your certificate, please.
We got here in 2007. We knew it was going to be a big job. It's got a new roof. We're painting it. Jerry's responsible for all the flowers in the gardens and stuff. So if you want to drive by and look at it, you're more than welcome. And if the wind ever stops, we'll have the one side of the wall painted red again soon.
Another family that's responsible for making a lot of things happen, and we have several members of their family here today. I personally have had a lot of interaction with the family, and they've done their share to make Marshall a better place and a more beautiful place. We'd like to recognize the Ralph Rodella Sr. and family for their project at 1106 East Bowie.
Just a few words. You could tell from my accent I wasn't born here. I'm very happy to be here. I plan to spend the rest of my life here. I think I picked a great city. Thank you so much.